Hello everyone, Shadefire here, and welcome back to Let's Play Amnesia Rebirth. This is episode 7. So last time we made our way through a laboratory in the Otherworld where we learned a bit more about the Shadow and how they were using Vitae, and possibly about what caused their apocalypse. But now we've been transported back to our world, and we woke up in this tomb with a much bigger pregnancy belly. So, seemingly, I'm going to guess that time has progressed for Tasi's body in the way that we kind of read about when we first went to the Otherworld, about how sometimes time will pass and you won't even have any physical effects of it. Other times you'll be hungry, but no time is passing. So, we also had a problem last time where I lost like 15 minutes of audio. So, this section I've already played as well. We should be hitting new territory pretty soon into this episode. Once we get out of this tomb.
Shit. I'm so heavy. This feels like 6 months. More. Oh, God.
So, let's see. We've got a good amount of oil. We've got 1 laudanum. And we've got almost a full pack of matches. We're also still carrying this orb, which I still think is a bad idea. I mean, we're pretty close to the surface. What is that?
Shit. This isn't a dream. This really isn't a dream.
This perpetually rolling lid. But yeah, we're not that far underground, so it shouldn't be that hard to get out of here. I was hoping I could knock that lid astray so it would stop. Doesn't matter, we're not going to hear it in here. Is that more rhinoceros beetles that I incorrectly labeled as stag beetles? Alright, let's just pull these through here. There's a ladder out there.
That ladder. Is that the way out?
Unfortunately, we can't even attempt to crawl through here. I guess her pregnancy belly is a little too big at this point to fit through that gap. It seems like by the end of this game, we are going to be dealing with just a full 9 months pregnancy, barely able to shuffle around. Well, we got 2 ways to go, except I guess it's only 1 way because that one over there is not cracked, so just huck this at here. Kind of going the wrong way though, Tasi.
Careful. This isn't so easy anymore.
For some reason, she kind of climbs back up right before she jumps down. I thought that was just a weird bug last time, but no. Seems like she does that every time. Nope.
We'll be safe.
Got a baby bump. Okay, that also wasted my match. More of these, like, E.T. mummies. I don't know. They don't look like human shapes. Something about the way the skull shrivels doesn't look right. Some of these gateways are not helpful. Which makes sense, you know. Since they seem anomalous, it makes sense that some of them just don't lead anywhere, because they just appear in random places.
Oh, that smell. Like back in the laboratory. It's getting stronger.
back here again. Okay, nothing hidden over in this corner. And we know what that red glow means. It means that the shadow was caught up to us once again. I like how even the blur effect when it roars is the same as Dark Descent.
What is
Like, I guess that's not just a sanity effect, it's actually just an effect of the shadow. I gotta stop stepping on the bad meat. The spiky meat. Some of it's already in here. I mean, I would say this is where you drop the orb, but she doesn't know that the orb is summoned by, or the shadow is summoned by the orb. I don't know why there's a Roman bust in here, but let's just keep going.
Shit! No!
This is pretty much that section from the end of Dark Descent, where the shadow was just spawning behind you as you escape the prison. Alright, I'm trying not to lose my sanity completely here, but it's difficult. Though I actually don't know if you can die at this section. Alright, we made it to the door. I have to assume that this is after Elise's collapse, that the doctor's trying to figure out what's wrong with her. Alright, so that was the section that I had already played when I was recording the last episode, so this is all new from here.
Christ. I can't believe this. What if I get even bigger?
To this Eldritch Portal Chamber, which I'm gonna guess we need to activate. Okay, I wasn't sure if it was on a slow timer, but no, it looks like it just shuffled back to the center, where I'm gonna guess we need to focus all three of those things. And we'll probably actually need the orb to activate this, which is why we're still carrying it. Is that matches? I guess it did waste a fair few in that chase. Those two don't move very much, but I'm realizing that they also seem like they're not extended. I'm gonna guess that's the case, and we need to pull a lever, maybe? Definitely nothing on here that lets them extend. This reminds me very much of the start of Call of Cthulhu Dark Corners of the Earth. Mainly because there's a chamber exactly like this, with probably a similar purpose. Oh. This is not a magical sliding door, it's just a regular door that can't be opened. So this one probably won't move either. Yeah, no, that's locked in place too. Alright, what else do we got to work with? Okay, there's a whole path down there. I think this is a broken battery. Yeah, it's just like got a hole punched in it. Music is very mellow for this area. Observations. Laden jar-like vessel resembling those in place in device and portal chamber, but spent. Broken. Relic age unknown. Manufacturing quality high, as if welded or cast using advanced modern industrial method. Spiral symbol on laden jar bank also found on door near camp, leading to maze grid chambers below. Device is powered by electric fluid or some means of gathering electric fluid. So, this could possibly be notes from the expedition that Daniel was on, if they could access this chamber from the ruins. Oh, there's more. 22nd of May, 1839. The date does seem to line up. That thing is after me. It has been hunting me for days. But I keep out of its trail, so I will persevere. I can see a settlement at the edge of the desert. I'm getting closer. I can see it. But it is not me. It is Abdullah. Through his eyes I see, his mind I hear. Confined to myself, I see only death dressed in the orb's darkest shadow. So this is probably Professor Herbert, and how he ended up trapped on the other side. To Alexander von Brennenberg, we were right. Zerzura is real. I took an orb from the shrine in the salt mines, but the shadow pursues, and I am trapped. I will attempt the crossing. It is my only way out. Record my name. Tell all. It was Herbert who gave us new worlds to explore. He really just wanted that credit before he gets murdered by an otherworldly shadow.
It's the town again, little one. See? It's another gateway, I think. A portal. Like in that laboratory, but big enough for us.
But how does it know where I want to go?
Little one, I think this is a way out of here. I know it's crazy, but can we get it working?
It's also flashing the plane and the statue that we saw the first time we were in the Otherworld, so I guess it's reading her mind to some degree. Maybe this is how she ended up, well, not this exact one, but something similar to this is how she ended up back at the plane instead of walking there. Alright, so that's the power source, or maybe this is just...
Too many dark corners. I'll try to hold on, but this will be difficult, little one.
I guess it can't be the power source, because even the small teleporter, we needed 2 batteries to power. So, this is probably just what makes the teleportation possible at all, I guess? It, like, is the focusing crystal from Zen. Okay, that's where we came in. I already adjusted that. So let's go check what's going on over here. That's just a light, right? Yeah. It's not a power source. Man, that is some jut they got going on. Just like, make sure that ribcage is coming right out of your goddamn chest. And then we got Romans with dicks out. Dicks out for Rome. And this must be the camp. Though in Dark Descent, it never sounds like they are inside the ruins with their tents. But maybe I'm forgetting one of the notes. Heled. A full and accurate copy of the symbols in the room with the pillars is most important. Devote yourself to it. I wish it to be completed by the time I rise tomorrow. In particular, pay attention to the symbol I have labeled as Seed. I believe it to be the crystal orb that I seek. A clue to its whereabouts will see you well rewarded. Then again, Professor Herbert did find a second orb in here, so it could be that this is an area that Daniel never got to see after he took the pieces of the first one back to London. Ethereal Resonance Chamber, Tuning, Ethereal Flow Selector, Portal Chamber, Focus Control, Orb Pedestal, and Shielding Laden Jars. So I think these are the 2 things we'll need to adjust. We need to find the Resonance Chamber. which is off of the main chamber. So that must be the door that wouldn't open. I don't know what we're going to do there. It's very conveniently well lit in here. There's the sun parasol that Daniel mentioned. So that's supposed to be Herbert's tent. A Door to Many Worlds by T.A. Herbert, B.A. Honors, M.A. Honors, and FRS. Forward. As I write this memoir, my great endeavor is on the verge of completion. That very threshold which has eluded the members of our fellowship down the ages lies before me, and I, Thurston Herbert, have the keys within my grasp to open it. What great beauties, what bounteous paradises may lie beyond the gate? Surely it will lead to the Arctic depths, to the megalithic structures in Brazil, to anywhere within our realm. Yet we may go further. The evidence has been before our eyes since the days of Adam. I use that example advisedly, for, surely, the story of Adam is the Hebrew retelling of our first arrival, thrust out of that Garden of Eden and into this harsh world. Beyond the gate lies the garden, the place of our making, and I will be the first since Adam to... Hold that thought. Now it's funny, there's a plinth hat here, but he was also wearing one when we found his body, so I guess he had a couple extra. Duffel. Lots of rope. Professor, I believe this is only one part of a bigger construction. The archives make reference to this place as a gate, but it also talks of other gates, if I am reading correctly, and there is a symbol that I read as crops or harvest. Perhaps it is related to this seed? Well, I'm pretty sure that the crops that they're harvesting are people for their vitae. 17th of May, 1839. I was right, and it is a bitter pill. A Mithraeum, and it is an orb, and now my dolt of an assistant has shattered it. I have sent it and him to Brennenburg. Perhaps something may be salvaged. So what is left to me now? There is a gate here. I have vitae, but I have no orb, and have discovered nothing of what Brennenburg called the Traveler's Locket. So this is a bit of a redaction because Herbert didn't send Daniel to Brennenburg. Daniel ended up at Brennenburg because Alexander contacted him, unless, I guess, Herbert asked Alexander to contact him? So what is left to me now? Oh wait, sorry, I already read that part. Yet it is clear this place is part of something greater. These halls are not the final resting place of their great queen, whatever the legends may say. This is merely a spoke on a wheel. What does the hub hold? So clearly, Professor Herbert was more aware than Daniel thought of all this.
Oh, little one. How did we get to this, huh? And how did you grow so fast? I hope you're all right.
I hope growing instantly within, like, 3 months of growth did not affect your development at all. Abdullah, Khaled will take on Daniel's studies. You are to commence excavation of the side tunnels immediately. Break down the Roman walls if you must. They are irrelevant. Anything older than Roman, investigate. If there are more markings, such as are in the room with the cage, I wish to hear about them. Any records, carvings, or signs that resemble an amulet or bracelet, I wish to hear about them. Any round stone of crystal, do not touch it on pain of death, but summon me at once. More oil. Alright, so there's a lot of notes here. But I think we've gotten through all the main ones. I thought this was like a big cellar door for a moment, but no, it's just a bunch of pillars. Alright, so we got blood. We got blood leading off into the distance. We got slots for an etheric battery. We'll presumably open this door. So the Romans discovered this tomb way out in Algeria and built, like, on top of it? Is that what's going on here? Because that seems pretty far out of their normal reach for any major constructions. I mean, Hadrian's Wall, I guess, was technically farther away. Maybe not. Well, that explains at least the bust we saw. I just tried to light that root. The fuck is making that sound? Is that coming from in here or the next room? Of course. Another very locked door, and it looks like we might have another ghoul in here. Thought maybe I could get in there if I can get this thing's attention so that it comes out. Alright, well, we're not getting up there.
We need to get out of here soon.
I hope I don't have to actually touch that every time it flashes. Sorry, your baby developed into an evil monstrosity because you didn't pat it enough. Okay, here's where that door is that was on the map.
Damn it.
I guess I could have just jumped over as well. So this should be like the etheric focusing chamber, which is a separate area. Let's see what's down the stairs. A collapse, okay. Kind of simplifies our way forward.
Oh, my heart.
Those are looking a lot less like vines now and a lot more like dark tendrils. Alright. Seems to be the focusing chamber. I'm gonna guess that this is probably directly above the portal room. Wow, this area is even better lit. This is like the brightest tomb ever. I guess the whole thing where, you know, Daniel just wrote notes, but she draws them out is because she's a more visual, kind of artistic person. Hence, you know, the whole drawing at the beginning. Her whole sketchbook thing. Oh. Got a tickle on the radio.
Are you there? It's Yasmin.
Yasmin? Yes! Yes, hello, I'm here. I'm trapped, I'm in a tomb.
Take a rest. You need to take care. I told you.
Doctor? Damn. Well, I suppose at least they can't be far. They might as well be on the moon. Unless we can get out of here.
There is something kind of funny about the fact that we're trying to get out, you know, we're just underground and trying to get above the surface. So what are we going to do? We're going to fucking teleport ourselves to the surface instead of, you know, finding a more mundane way out. From the mechanism, it seems that the control device is supposed to turn the pillars, but the linkage is broken. We must turn them manually before the device will work properly. See that the winches are put in place. I will want to test several configurations. Okay, so this is where we dial in our destination. I don't know what our destination is this time, though. Because with the little teleporter experiment, we just had it on the wall, but... Another Cocteau's door. There's so many of those in this game. Those are like the Silent Hill, the lock is broken type doors. Okay. I think I'm full on matches, yeah. At least didn't use them up. Is this where I came in? No. I don't know where this is. Seems like a storage closet. They may have had advanced technology, but they also had fancy torches. I'm just kind of curious if I could, like, fit myself in one of these boxes and put the lid on. The answer's kinda. Out of the way, ancient pottery. Alright. There doesn't actually seem to be anything at all of use in here. How is she getting spooked over here? Some more slates. The Song of the Crystal must be attuned where the fragments of harmony fall, and there is the key to a world edge. The purity of vitae must exact according to the of and by law. Revoking the chain of memory may fracture the edge. Let edge, harmony, seed, and vitae flow, and the gate is open. Seed must be warded or empty comes. Probably void. So yeah, this is just a translation where they're not sure of some of the words. I think that is the hints we need for the symbols, but we don't know what the symbols are called. Leon DeVries, mining expert. Papers, British South African, will need a visa. Travel from Rand. Leon DeVries, mine supervisor recommended by McFadzean and West, working on 3 of the Evander mining projects. But Phoebe, ex-M&W, says she wouldn't invite him to dinner. She likes everyone, so tread carefully here. Wants to do some hunting while in Sudan. Can't see that as a problem so long as it doesn't get in the way. Now, what is this doing down in this tomb?
Yeah, well, Leon. A real ray of sunshine, huh?
Because, like, do we have a reason to think that they ended up here? So far, no. Okay, well, there doesn't seem to have been much point in this little detour I found.
Shush now.
Quiet, you're distracting me. So let's not bother with this place. I still can't take these matches. I think they're broken now. Because I tried to take them when I was full. Okay, so these are the winches. There's that half smiley face again. Oh, I don't actually know what we need to tune them to. Ugh. This must be the body of someone who was killed by the shadow. Okay, so there's the 3 winches. That's where we came in. Yeah, this looks like a big lens. I mean, it said that he marked the symbol for seed, but I don't actually know where he marked it. Diagram on wall. Map, ley lines, star chart, position on radio spectrum, akin to wavelength. Must test complete paths. I mean, it just looks like a bunch of lines. They don't really look like they're leading anywhere. So, this stuff here, does it mean like the shadow meat goes bad after a while? Like it appears and then it just kind of dies off? It definitely seems to be inert. Yeah, I was looking...
Christ! I can't keep throwing myself around like this. Not now.
Alright, you're a little more susceptible to fall damage. Relax. I wanted to see if there was any symbols on here. But they all look like the same wrinkly pattern. Okay, well I may need to go back and actually look at what we're trying to attune it to. I mean, it could just be that... Oh no, I can rotate it too. It could just be that we need 3 distinct symbols. I hate rotating stuff in this. It doesn't seem to work smoothly. It's weird backlight. Yeah, I don't really know what the solution is here. I kind of assume that I just need to line it up with whatever. As long as it actually lines up. So the left one was the M. So let's just see if we can get that. Because it might be that there's only 3 symbols on each of these. And the rest are invalid. Yeah, that looks like the M there. No. This one seems to be stuck because of all this meat. So clearly, it's already in the right position. Which also narrows down what we can work with. So the left one has to be one of those. But I'm going to guess that it can't be the same symbol. So we just have to find one of those that has a different symbol in a line with it. What is that? That's the winky face. So, There's like winky face, gate, so that's not going to work. Winky face. I guess if I reverse the one it's currently on, that should actually work. Where's the little knobby thing? Like that. So that means gate on the right and half smile in the middle. I take it that's how it's supposed to be aligned. It slightly shifts back to where it's supposed to be. Like that. Alright, let's see what happens if we press it. That's a no-go. There's also like a window up there. So that looks like a control room up there. I don't know if we can actually get to that. I have to try brute forcing my way through this goop here. We don't have anything like a saw, do we? No, doesn't look like it. I feel like I could have squeezed through here the same way I did with that other door, but nope. I don't think we're going to be able to get up there. So, I don't know what else we can do in here. I can keep trying to brute force this, because I feel like there's a puzzle solution somewhere and I'm just not finding it. Because, I mean, I feel like my way of doing this is working in that, you know, that symbol is the correct one and we just need to find what the other two are. But, like, where else can we do this at this point? Because I'm really not seeing that symbol anywhere else that we could make use of it, except here. There is actually one more we could try before we go back. Alright, so gate, praise the sun. Now these are the three... No, wait. I was going to say these are the three symbols that we used in the teleporter experiment, but no, the half smiley face is what we used. Alright, so gate plus praise the sun. Is that even on here? It is. So which one of these do you think is seed? Let's try this configuration. If this doesn't work, we'll go back to the other room and look for a clue. I think it's blue this time, though. Nope.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Thanks, Tasi, for syncing up with me. Okay. So I have no goddamn idea what the configuration is yet. Like I said, I feel like we are missing a vital clue to interpreting this puzzle. I am realizing, especially in this area, that there are a lot less puzzles in this that are the, like, penumbra style, in that all of the puzzles here seem much more tied to their specific location. It's not like, oh, we need to go get an item from somewhere else, bring it back here, and then we can solve it. It's like, nope, the puzzle is just built into the level, and you can't leave. Which Dark Descent had some of that too, but it was kind of a mix of both. Alright.
Hey, Mama's here.
I mean, we quite literally can't be anywhere else. You are with us at all times. Alright, so do we have a dial connection at all? Doesn't seem like it.
This isn't working.
Press it harder.
No, there's definitely something wrong here.
Touch me. Touch me harder. Okay, so these don't have symbols on them either. I thought maybe they would. So we know what we're trying to dial. So this door won't open. There was a door that requires a battery, but we haven't seen any batteries at all. So what am I missing? The lens arms themselves don't seem to have symbols on them either. Yeah, no. It's got like a little bit of intricate metal work, but that's it. Nothing tucked away back here. I might end up having to look up a hint for this, because usually when I do that, it ends up being like, oh yeah, you're supposed to pick up this piece of paper that tells you exactly what to do. And it's just something I completely missed. Oil. Got kind of a radiation symbol here, but it's the same on all of them. So this is a symbol, but it also doesn't tell us anything. This is just a symbol for the jar, and it's not one of the symbols we can select. Is this one broken, or can we refill it? I mean, it's got like a hole in the side, so I would say we probably can't refill it, but who knows with this kind of technology. I think she just does that when I start running. That's her, like, pregnancy cramps. Did we go down here? This is where the ghoul was, right? Yeah, I don't think this is gonna help us at all. I thought maybe if I throw something at it, that'll work, but there's like nothing you can grab around here. I need something heavy like a brick. Because I'll bet that our batteries are in there. Well, thought maybe that would work. We know these things can smash down doors of any kind. So I thought if I just throw something at the door, it'll come out and open the way. Well, shit.
This place is so strange. Who on earth built it, do you think? Huh? Who on earth?
I was gonna say, Tasi, are you like completely oblivious to everything we've been doing? Obviously the Otherworld people built it, but she knows that. Okay, there's the spirals, which makes me think that that's where the batteries are. Which would be ironic, considering we need a battery to get in there. But maybe this is a red herring and we can't actually get a battery here. The actual portal thing itself didn't seem to have, like, battery slots. Okay, let's take a look at this again. Resonance chamber. It doesn't look like there's any symbols on here. Laden jars. Yeah, so that laden symbol is all over here. Don't know how it helps us, though. It's clearly out of reach. Well, I think I might have to throw in the towel for now. Because I'm not getting any hints. I don't know. Maybe I'm just like completely obliviousing over them, but all I'm getting is that one symbol that we can't do anything with because it's the battery symbol. Just feels like nothing I'm doing here is useful to the puzzle. And I couldn't even brute force it with seemingly the only possible answers. I guess I do have to climb up. I can't just jump over the railing. She's too gravid to jump. Alright. Well, let's go back in the other chamber. I really didn't think I'd be stuck in here for an entire episode, but... this seems like a elaborate multi-stage puzzle compared to everything else we've run into. Alright. What is that right there? That almost looks like the symbol on the side of it, but I don't think it's anything. So we know we can't get up here. There's a hole down there. Oh, that's where we came in. I was gonna say, oh, maybe I can climb through there. There's a seam in the world. I mean, you know, maybe someone will be able to point out what I missed in the comments afterwards, but I really feel like I'm not missing anything. I feel like we pretty thoroughly examined all this stuff. And there was just nothing useful. That door doesn't open. Because, like, there's this room back here, but there didn't seem to be anything in it. No writing on the wall. No items, no notes. Not even a match. And no, I didn't see this corner back here, apparently. Well, this might be the solution to our puzzle. Also, anomalous floating jar. Mouths harvest. Loosed cattle have hope, and fortified are the essences. Let mouths harvest wide in freedom, and reaping shall be enriched. Without hope there is no fear. Pretty sure cattle are us, humanity. And maybe the mouths are the ghouls? Whole bunch of useless slates. There is a word that appears to mean lines, paths, or waves. I believe it refers to the carvings on a wall behind the pillars. They must be aligned, and we must set the control device to match them. So, are there waves on the pillars themselves? Was that the key? This man appears to have been turned to dust. Which also is what happened to the bodies we saw in the Otherworld in the first episode, or first time we went there.
It'll be all right.
Yeah, so we have a memory cylinder here.
The accession of tin-hanan. Life leached out of the daughter of Atua with every breath. The Empress decreed she must live, that the line must continue. Tamaku and their order fought to keep the life in her as she drifted in the borders. And they surged. The blades to the parting of her spine. But her womb would not quicken. And the life ebbed, and the light in her eyes faded. So Tamaku stood before them, radiant with the light of the moons, and whole, the essence flowing through her. Yet her mother took up the orb from Atua's lifeless brow and called Tamaku to her, and a fierce light was in her eyes. She took that day her new name, and that was the first day of the endless rule of resplendent Tihana, who is no mother, and yet is mother of us all.
So Tihana, the supposed life goddess of these people native to this area, and Empress of the Otherworld, has decided that if she can't have kids, she'll just fucking live forever. That doesn't sound like it's ominous at all. Unfortunately, it didn't give us the best hint, but I guess we have to go by the aligned wall carvings is our hint now. Yeah, so that part we already... Is that a ghoul? That looked a lot bigger. I don't really know what I was looking at. It's definitely humanoid. It looked much bigger in the darkness. Okay, this is not a good place to hide. I tried to gently move that so that it wouldn't hear me. Whoop. Just squeeze through here. Bet you can't fit through there, you fat fuck. You won't chase me into the light. Okay, so I guess I was mistaken. I was paying attention to, you know, the symbols, when really what I need to pay attention to is the carving. Which is why we can stand here. That actually looks like it kind of lines up. I don't know. Like, the middle one aligns with the background. The one on the left actually looks the most incorrect, but it's the one I can't move. This shit here. Yeah, somehow I don't think I'm gonna snap these even when they're dead. Yeah, no, this one is 100% unmovable. So, we're just gonna have to assume it's in the right place. Alright, so I guess the question is, what am I lining up? It mentioned the world edge, so maybe that's what I need to align it with. In which case, this one is not the right shape. Might be this one. That looks more aligned, so maybe they don't have to be different symbols. I mean, that kind of looks right, but maybe it's supposed to be aligned with the one on the left, in which case it's not right. This is a very obtuse puzzle. Like, for what it actually composes of, this just seems like, squint at it and see if these lines look like they make sense. Because obviously the lines do line up with the background no matter what, it's just what part of the background am I supposed to be lining up. Do we got a wink wink praise the sun? I'm actually not seeing it anywhere else where we have two winks next to each other. I'm gonna say no, that's not right. Alright, well, based on the assumption that we need to align them with the, you know, that one, we need to stay inside the lines. In which case it would be this one. Right? Because that Stays on the inside. Again, we did read that one note that mentions the world edges and everything, but it's very vague. Alright, let's try a tighter focus here. No, that one's still touching the outside. This one, maybe? It kind of looks like they're all on the same wavelength. Alright, let's try this one. If this doesn't work out, then I'm just going to end the episode here, and I will try to find the alignment for these. Because let's see. It's a wink, a praise, and a smile. Wink, a praise, and a smile. Well, I don't see them in that order. Yeah, I think this one might be impossible. There's a wink, a smile, and a smile again. Or sorry, a wink, smile, wink. Which looked kind of right to me earlier. Let's try this one. I had that wrong. I was not paying attention to the middle one. That's actually a praise, which we don't have a lot of here. In fact, it doesn't seem like we have any that are useful except for this one up here. And I don't think we can turn that in any way to be a middle one without changing the first pillar. So yeah, I guess we're gonna leave this puzzle for now. This is kind of annoying, actually. I'm gonna say that this is not a good puzzle. Or at least it doesn't feel very intuitive. So, until next time, I've been Shadefire, this is Amnesia Rebirth, and I hope you'll come align pillars with me again next time. But until then, take care, everyone.